All right, we're at the home of Mr. and Mrs. Fletcher. They were actually referred to us by Dwayne, I believe it's Dwayne Jackson, over off Stall Road. We did some work for them, and obviously we're very highly recommended by Dwayne. So what we're looking at here is just doing some siding work. Basically, most of the siding is in back, but as we started looking at the project, found out there's some other opportunities to really give a maintenance-free exterior here that they're not going to have to worry about. Beautiful neighborhood, beautiful trees. They're not going anywhere. They're going to be in this house for a while. So what we got here majorly on the right and left sides and the front is just a fascia work. So in terms of guttering, we'll start here on the right side. Basically, we just got fascia all the way down. Soffit's in great shape. Vents are in good shape. So basically, we're just painting the soffit and the freeze board. We will be doing a fascia overlay. It's about a 5 1/4 inch fascia, and we will be replacing the drip board with Hardie drip. In terms of the guttering, wherever there's guttering, except for over the front, well, actually, all the guttering is going to come off. And I will put them in touch with Chris McClendon to do about 18 feet of gutter over the front door. Otherwise, we're taking the gutter off and disposing of it. Everywhere else, it's about 185 feet of linear feet of gutter that we'll be taking off. So on the right side, you can see just fascia overlay, Hardie drip, and gutter removal and disposal. We will wrap the garage door frame. Okay, it's not in too bad a shape, but we want to wrap that and make sure we have some, the maintenance-free and the longevity of the Hardie plank. We'll try to clean this up too. You can see this caulking has got all kinds of mildew and gunk in it. We'll clean that up and get that looking really nice, so we'll no longer see this. We will use a 50-year elastomeric caulking too, so a lot of this cracking and peeling that we see here won't be quite as bad as what we see. The lentil will be painted as part of that as well to match. The garage door's in great shape. We don't need to do anything there, paint it or anything. There's really not going to be any kind of color change, so we'll just keep it as is. Got this gable here, fascia, and then 1x2 drip board. Coming around to the front here, we do have, again, this linear piece of gutter here will be the only one that would be replaced. Everything else is coming off, and then this gutter, when I say replaced, that will be replaced by Chris McClendon or the gutter installer of his choice. But that would be the only gutter piece that would be staying. We're taking off everything and disposing of it. We talked about painting the front door. They are talking about replacing the door. So when I come back next Thursday and visit with Mr. and Mrs., we're going to talk about a new front door as well to get that situated for them. But the paint on the existing door is in pretty bad shape. Porch ceiling is in good shape. We're not going to need to do anything there except for just paint, coat that. We'll seal up any kind of space in the H molds, put some caulking on that. You can see right up here. Probably not be able to see it in the video, but there's some H molding gap there. We'll fill that in with some good 50-year caulking before we continue with the paint. Again here, same thing on this little linear run right here, fascia overlay, 1x2 Hardie drip. And then kind of the same thing here down the left side is we just got a lot of fascia, a lot of gutter, and a lot of 1x2 drip that we'll be changing out to Hardie drip. This is really the only area right here on the left side where we have siding. So we'll rewrap these 4 windows, including the circle top. All trim is going to become Hardie trim. So all 1x2, all 1x4 trim will become Hardie. And in most cases, except for the chimney, we'll be using the existing siding as substrate. We'll be Tyvecking over that. Seam tape, everything as far as the Tyvek to make sure that's installed correctly. We'll tape all the seams and slap staple everywhere else. Okay, so we got cut off there. We're finishing up the video here at Mr. and Mrs. Fletcher's house. On the left side, again, just to recap, just fascia, Hardie fascia overlay, 1x2 drip board replacement with Hardie, and gutter removal. Coming over to the back here where most of the work is, the existing siding on most sidewalls is in good shape to use as a substrate. Removing all gutters back here again. The chimney, however, has a lot of rot on it. So this chimney, we're not even going to mess around with any of that. We're going to tear that all off, inspect all the framing, inspect the base plate, make sure that there's no rot that's infiltrated the wall cavity, and then from there we'll re-sheathe the wall with a 7/16 inch OSB.